Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, nako, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Welcome mo sa ating program. It's Tuesday, no? Happy Tuesday na naman ho. Good evening ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome mo sa ating mga kababayan dito ho sa apat na sulok ng London, ng UK. At syempre, no, doon sa apat na sulok ho ng Europa na nakikinood ho sa atin. Welcome ho kayo, tuloy ho kayo dito sa ating palatuntunan, no? At makihalo, makisaya, no? Makisaya. Ayan. Informasyon, no? Alamin ang mga batas dito sa United Kingdom para ho sa ating mga kababayan. So this is an opportunity for you guys na may madagdag na kaalaman tungkol ho sa batas. Okay, so tonight, syempre, kasama natin yung pinakamamahal nating abogada na mahilig hong gumawa ng, alam mo yan, parang namimiss ko yung mga budol-budol, yung mga pagkaing Pinoy. Naku, gusto-gusto ko rin nagkakamay din, no? Although bibihira nga ako magkamay. So ayan mga kaibigan, welcome po. Kasama ho natin yung ating ka-social bubble, virtual bubble every Tuesday na. Walang iba kundi ang managing partner ho ng Deo Volente Solicitors. Walang iba kundi si Attorney Dana Quinto. Attorney, magandang Happy Tuesday sa'yo.
Magandang Happy Tuesday, Mr. Laragan, and to all Filipinos, Europa man, UK, or sa mga sulok ng mundo. Good evening, 19 degrees Celsius. Palamig na ng palamig, Mr. Laragan, at padilim ng padilim,
Yes.
ha?
Ulan ang ulan.
Yes.
Ulan ang ulan sa amin dito sa Southwest London, no? Papanay ang ulan. Oo, lumalamig, dumidilim. Ano na, di ba? Tama. Autumn na. So,
Pa-autumn na, yes.
Pa-autumn na, oo.
Pa-autumn na.
Ano feeling mo, Attorney, pag ganitong lumalamig na, nag-uulan sa amin dito, sa Southwest London.
Sa amin din actually. Ito na naman tayo, taglamig na naman, ito na naman, kunin na naman yung mga coat, yung mga gloves, yung mga scarves, here in the UK. Alam mo yun, pag aalis ka, may ritual ka dami mga 5 layers pa yun ang gagawin. Bago ka maging ready to go out. But I don't mind autumn personally. I like yung colors ng mga parks, yung mga trees.
Yes.
Yung orangey, earthy. That's very good colors. But I'm not sure about freezing cold at yung maulan-ulan kasi ang hirap gumalaw. Ang hirap gumalaw para namang hindi tayo galing sa bagyo, no? Ang mahirap yung malamig na ulan. Yun ang mahirap. Yung malamig na maulan pa. Tsaka ang ulan dito, hindi ka pwede magpayong. Babaliktad yung payong mo dahil sa wind. Yun ang kadami-dami yung payong na nasira dahil dyan. But yeah, after moaning about the weather, here we are. very predictable.
Ayan. Hindi, malamig na kasi. At di ba, ang tapos yata ng boosters, Attorney, hindi ko alam, sa akin, no, parang September yung doon sa aking yung NHS, meron ka ba NHS app, no? Ang sinasabi parang September. Hindi ko alam kung we're gonna be having booster shots yata, no? Sabi nila kapag healthy ba, sabi ba, hindi ko pa masyadong confirm, parang padaan ko lang nakikita ang mga balita. Na pagka mga 50 years old yata or below something, parang hindi na muna kailangan ng booster shots. Do you think you need a booster shot, attorney, just to probably ano ba yan, strengthen yung ano mo, yung defenses for the coming ano no, coming winter?
Yes, I don't mind the booster shot actually kasi mahina-hina ako
Mm.
pag pag, pag taglamig, hindi hindi talaga ako ano, hindi ako mabagsik sa lamig. Hindi never ako nag-adjust. I'll be how many years? 14 years here in the UK sa 16th of September. Although I think I flew out of the Philippines on the 15th of September. So I'll be 14
Uy,
years here. Pa?
kailan? 15 ka lumabas? Ano ngayon? 14 ba ngayon o 15? 14, di
14
ba?
na yun, 14.
So,
15 na kami sa Pilipinas. 15, oh, not yet. Oh, yeah.
15 na. Oo, 15 na. Pero lumipad ka ng, would you remember, kung umaga o hapon o gabi ka when you flew out of Manila?
Hapon na ata, if I can remember it
Hapon.
correctly. Hapon.
Hapon.
14 years ago. So, 14 years. So, 14 years ko dito. Never ako
Wow.
nasanay sa winter. Hindi talaga ako. Talaga ako
Ano yan,
winter.
parang you dread pagka dumarating ang winter, parang wow, ayun na naman, winter, taglamig. 'Di ba? Yung pag wala kang takip lalo, hindi ka masyadong covered o kulang, 'di ba? I don't know if you experience this. Ako ang pinakamahirap talaga yung parang yung wind. Pag may wind,
Yep. May
yun ang
chill
masama eh. Parang
factor.
ginawin ka talaga. Oo,
Mm.
yun ang nakakatakot,
Yeah.
'di ba? Yun ang
Yun ang
nakakatakot. So,
nakakatakot. Yun ang ano, yung parang ang ano ba pati, pagdating mo sa kahit saan, you'd always have to, alam mo yun, lamig na lamig ka if you're gonna walk
mm.
somewhere. It's always
Oo.
your body trying to adjust sa lamig. Although, alam ko may
Mm.
mga ibang tao mahilig sa winter. Sa January pa yung dito, di ba? January yung pinaka malamig sa atin.
Pinakamatindi, January, February,
January,
ganyan. Oo.
February, yun ang talagang
Oo, oo.
kasagsagan. Ang pinakamahirap din yung ano, napakaiksi ng araw. Yun ang
Oh,
alas
yes.
3, alas 4 pa lang, madilim na. Yun ang nakakatapos. Parang hindi mo makikita yung araw ng tatlong buwan. Nag-cool off yung araw, ayaw magpakita. So for me, that's hard in terms of
Yes.
kasi kinagis na natin tropical eh. So, kayo po, anong niyo dyan sa permanently gloomy weather na?
Winter. Maraming na hospital actually. When I first arrived in the UK, dumating kami sa bandang sa may Frimley Park sa Surrey. Doon kami unang natira. Doon ko napansin na yung mga families dinadala yung mga matatanda, yung mga mothers nila sa ano sa hospital. Kasi nga well, gloomy ganyan, 'di ba? At maraming yung mga mental health nila pagka winter time, attorney, parang 'di ba, tinatamaan dahil it's gloomy, malungkot, parang 'di ba? Iba kasi pag sunny, 'di ba, masaya. It
True.
equates to saya, no?
Yeah.
Pero yung nasabi mo, attorney, is 14 years ka na. Boy, anniversary mo pala next tomorrow, no? Happy anniversary. 14th year ba?
14th year, yes. 14th year. Grabe, tagal na.
Oo. Tagal na, pero
Tagal
you've
na.
done a long way, attorney, ha? Ngayon, abogado ka na. Ilang years ka nang nasa practice of law?
7 qualified, all in all, mga 10, 11 years na rin. Coming up to 11 years, yeah.
O
10 or
imagine
11.
mo yan. So, mga 3 years after, mga third year mo, you were paving the way sa yung law,
Yeah.
di ba? Yung law career mo, no? At malayo na narating mo. Pero babalik lang ako muna, attorney, doon sa talagang siguro together with you, no? I agree na parang we hate winters, no? Dahil parang ang hirap niyan, di ba? O, ikaw ba nagja-job ka na? Nagpo-flu job ka ba pagka December? Pagka winter?
Pag naalala lang. Pag naalala
Hindi
lang.
ka,
Oo.
hindi ka yearly nagpapa-job?
Nag-job ako one time, sobrang nagkasakit ako. Parang hindi ako tinablan. Masaya pa ako.
Nagkasakit? Anong paano sakit? Parang how was it? How was, parang sakit?
At naalala ko yung sakit, I mean, yung arm ko was swollen. Mas swollen pa yung
Ah,
arm ko nun na uh, kesa sa COVID job ko. I think it's just the way they put it on me. But I noticed, and that's the reason why hindi ako sobrang, kumbaga, regular mag-flu jab. I had it one year.
mm,
Hindi ako automatically nagkasakit, but I remember particularly na hindi rin ako sobrang nalagyan ng shield because I remember months later, wala din kasing ang I think that was the hardest one of the hardest cold or flu na illness na noon ko that year. And so I said, well, sabi naman nila hit and miss talaga. It's a trial and error. You may feel it one year and you may not feel it the other year. So hey, until now, nung COVID na vaccine talaga, doon ako na. Naghintay talaga ako, straight away. When they texted me, I
mhm.
booked it straight away. And sa booster, I will get the booster. Ito, for me, iba to. Ibang, this is a different
Mm.
circumstance than flu jab. Pero hindi ako, hindi ako gano'n kapaniwala dun sa flu jab. I really had one flu season talagang
Oo.
tinamaan ako. Ay, talagang down ako whole weekend, Mr. Laragan. I remember particularly, before pa ito ng COVID, this was way before COVID, that was a bad flu season because everyone dun
Ah,
sa
you
nasa
had
same
flu.
office
Tinamaan ka ng
all,
flu.
yeah,
You had a very
tinamaan ako
bad
ng
flu.
flu.
That's what you're saying.
Really bad
That's
flu.
what you're saying. Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
tinamaan pa rin ako
Well,
ng bad flu. Yeah.
wow. Okay, ako naman, well, talking about yung flu jab, I only had it once. I only had it once, siguro, if I could remember it, siguro mga 2008 siguro, or 7, I
Mhm.
couldn't remember exactly. Oo. Teka, okay, sandali ba't biglang nawala tong ating, oops, ayun, okay. Biglang, okay, okay, biglang nawala yung ating ano. All right, so yun, I had this first time ko nun, and I had it for the first time. Ang sama ng pakiramdam ko, yung talagang para akong nilalagnat na para may trangkaso ako. Baligtad eh. Di ba, flu jab, para nga hindi ka manlaban sa
Oh,
mga trangkaso, flu jab, no? Pero it gave me a different effect, no? May feeling ko, may trangkaso ako. Hindi ko na kayanan, attorney, no? Pero yun nga, pagkatapos nun, hindi ko na inulit. Sabi ko, wag
yeah.
na, ayoko na. Hindi ko na uulitin. Never again.
Never again, no, never again,
Pero,
di ba?
pero, pero tama ka, with this booster, I'd rather have the booster. I love my health. I hear of a lot of people still dying. Di ba? Sino ba yung namatay na, may nagkwento sa akin na mayaman, no? Mga kakilala naming mayaman na hindi ko na matandaan exactly yung pangalan, pero mag-ina namatay because of COVID. And they're so rich,
Yeah.
mayaman. Oo, tinamaan. No, well, pag, yes.
Yung Colettes po na alam niyo po 'yon bago kayo pumunta ng ano, ng
Co-
UK, Colettes na buko pie na kilalang-kilala sa Tagaytay at Laguna.
Ano
So, it's
pangalan? Ano
quite
pangalan nila,
unknown
attorney?
na
Colette's? Colette's?
Colettes buko pie. Kilalang-kilala po
Ah,
sa Tagaytay. Before I left,
okay, okay,
you know,
okay.
matagal na sila. It's quite a sad story kasi yung tatay yung nag-umpisa ng Colette's Buko Pie at
Mm-hmm.
pinangalan niya dun sa anak niya na si Colette. She's
Mm-hmm.
about 46. She died as well of COVID, I think a couple of days ago. So, parang naano din ko,
Wow,
Si Colette ng Colette's Buko Pie. Natamaan
wow.
din ng COVID. Na hindi naman ganun po she's not very old. So, may she rest in peace.
Wow.
I was just sharing because he said marami pa rin tinatamaan.
Marami,
So,
marami pa rin. Marami sa Pilipinas. Kaya lang nga, sa Pilipinas, medyo parang over sila magpatupad, no? Meron pa silang face shield, may
yeah.
mask, at kung ano-ano. Dito, wala na tayong mask. I don't know, but we still, pag kami ni Sol, we still wear the mask pag tipong alanganin kami, no? Pero ngayon, everywhere you go, halos, how would you say it? 90% of
Yep.
people hindi na nagmamask, no? Ikaw, how do you go out? How do you go to the supermarkets? Wala ka ng mask?
Depende po. I mean, there are instances pag supermarkets, kasi when I go to supermarkets, sobrang hindi hindi siya yung mga busy times just because of work. So I normally go mga non-busy times. So that's okay. Malaki yung supermarket. But yung public transport, dun ako yung sa mga yung pag talagang tabi-tabi, I went to London.
Ah,
Akong London, talagang mapapamask ka talaga, kita mo talagang kahit na kahit na sabihin hindi pwede mask. Alam mo naman sa tube, 'di ba? Parang sabihin
mm,
kayo doon. Talagang siguro kahit wala ng COVID, parang for future reference, parang ang safe mag-mask sa tube, ano. And it's
yes,
quite
yes.
learning experience tong COVID na to. Grabe.
Grabe, grabe. It will go on and on and on. May problema talaga tayo dito sa COVID, no? We just really have to be very careful. We love our health. Tayo, we don't care kung sabihin nilang pwede nang magmask, but if we have to do it, we'll have to do it because hindi mo alam eh. Di ba? Di mo alam eh. Tama ka, pag nasa tube ako, nasa buses ako, uh, I really wear mask kasi talagang tama ka. Marang tama sa supermarket dahil may distance.
May
Pero
distance
sa
na.
loob ng buses, medyo, tsaka yung kulob yung buses, di ba?
Kulog.
So may
Lalo
chance
yung
na,
tube.
ayan.
Yeah.
Weekend ba yung nakita kong masarap yung luto mo, Tony? Yung mga budol-budol mo, ha?
Yes. Yes. I was staying
Bakit
indoors
mo
ako
naisipan?
ngayon. Ah?
Naubos mo ba lahat yun?
Hindi, yung isa pa ay
Uy, ayan. Nako,
Yan.
galing ni Direk talaga. Saludo kay Direk. Alam mo,
Galing
number one
direct.
to si Direk talaga. Oo, number one to si Direk. Ayan. At
Oo.
ano ba yan? Pakidescribe nga. Nilalapit ko kasi
Sige,
tinitignan ko kung ano
sige.
yung mga Pakidescribe nga.
Ano
Direk,
yan?
yan. Sige na yan.
So nakita mo yung yung parang cake stand. Cake stand po
Cake
yan.
stand ba yan? Ay, galing
Hindi
naman,
ko
ha?
ginagamit
Oo.
sa English afternoon tea, cake stand po yan. So I thought, para
Yes,
sa
yes.
presentation, alam mo
Oo.
naman. Parang
Oo.
yun ang ano ko ngayon, entertainment ko ngayon magluto. So
Hindi,
garlic
tsaka, di
butter
ba?
prawns,
Hmm. Ano yung nasa taas? Teka, so where do we start?
salted
So
egg.
may isang isda ka sa right-hand side. I can see this. Ano ba yan? Parang mackerel?
Mackerel, perfect. Galing ni Mr. Laragan. Talaga, tumpak mackerel po yan. So,
Hindi. Tama ba ako? Tama, mackerel?
tama po.
Ay, very
Mackerel
good.
po
Wala ba
yan.
tayong palakpak dyan, direct? Wala ba tayong palakpak? May mackerel. Tama ako. Oo, mackerel tayo. Ayun. Sige, balik tayo. Pag-describe natin sa attorney kung ano yung mga niluto niya.
So,
Nakakagutom eh.
mackerel. So, we'll start from the right. So, bagoong isda. So, yung sausawan dun sa little
Yung
cup.
nasa kanan.
Opo.
The outer
Sa-
right. Outer right.
Oh, that's
Outer right.
right. Sa tabi ng mackerel. So, we
Tabi ng
have
mackerel. Tapos,
small eggplant na
eggplant yan.
yung dyan sa gilid ng mangga. Eggplant po yan. Maliliit na
Ano siya?
eggplant.
Parang fried lang siya pero hindi mo na kinaliskisan. What did you do with that?
Oh, fried lang po. Fried lang. Masarap. Mahilig po kasi ako sa may weird thing ako. Mahilig ako sa balat ng talong.
Oh, okay.
Yung
Sa talong.
mackerel.
Ano lang yan? Parang frinay mo lang yan, attorney? Fried lang? Or
Fried lang. Fried lang po yan.
Oh, okay.
Yung mackerel is
Yeah.
oven baked, yung mackerel na yun. Oven roasted, yung mackerel.
Mhm.
And then, yung nasa kabilang talong, yung nasa kaliwa po, that's ensaladang talong po yan. Oven, yung malaking talong na in-oven lang at may ensalada, tomato, onions, and chili. Tapos, top lang siya dun sa oven baked. Maliliit na mangga para sa effects. Tapos, ano pa ba yan?
Mangga.
Alimasag.
Ay, naku, dinidescribe mo, hindi pa natin makita. Ayan.
Yeah.
Alimasag.
Kanin.
Alimasag yung nasa taas, nasa parang first floor, ganyan.
Yung first floor.
Ground floor.
Alimasag.
Ground floor. First floor yan.
Yeah.
First floor.
Then,
Okay.
garlic butter prawns, yung paborito ko yan every weekend. Garlic butter prawns, salted egg, at okra.
Okra.
Okra,
Saan mo nabili
oo.
okra, attorney? Where did you
Tapos,
buy the okra? Saan mo nabili okra niyan?
Asian shop po. May okra sa Asian shop. Hindi ganun kamahal. May mga Asian shop dito. Yung okra,
Okay. Sarap.
talong, lahat po yan actually sa Asian shop.
Pero-
Except yung salted egg. Yung salted egg,
Yung nasa,
makikita
ano itong nasa parang kaliwa, na parang, sausawan ba? Ano yung may isda ba yan na pinasukan mong, you stuffed it with, ganyan, with, ano yan, kamatis,
talong po
sibuyas,
yan.
yung,
Talong.
talong
Talong po
din.
yan. Oo,
Okay, okay,
talong.
okay, okay.
Ensaladang talong po yan. Ensaladang talong.
Ensalada. Okay, okay.
Ensaladang
Pero
talong
ikaw
po yan.
ba, bumibili ka rin ba yung dito ang mga talong nila rito, yung aubergine na mga matataba na maliliit? Do you also buy that? Do you
Oh, I
also,
buy them.
okay.
I buy them, yeah. I buy
You
them.
do, all right.
Yeah.
Ayun, oo. Galing, okay. All right, well, wala tayong time dati kasi meron tayong monitor dahil sa time monitor.
Yung isa,
Teka
nakita
muna,
niyo po yung pastil. Yun ang nakakatawa. Yan, yung
ito, ayan,
pastil.
sarap, pastil, ano ba
Yan.
yan? Ano ba yung nasa gitna? Ano yan, parang pork?
Duck breast. It's duck
Duck
breast.
breast. Wow, sarap ah. And
Pan-fried
then you
duck.
still have, okay, and then you still have your, ano ba yan? Parang, iklog na
Itlog
maalat?
na maalat. Opo, itlog na maalat. Atsara.
Ah,
Tomatoes. Meron din siyang, yung duck fat, doon ko pinrito yung talong para mananam. Tapos, sa Tagalog po ata, binalot ang tawag. Pero sa
binalot?
Mindanao
Okay,
po,
okay.
sa
Oo,
Mindanao po, tawag po namin, normally shredded yung meat chicken. Normally shredded
okay.
chicken on top of rice, and then
Oo.
babalutin mo ng banana, and then yung iba ini-steam pa para talagang
Wow.
pasok na pasok yung aroma ng banana. But that was fun to make, yung pastel, kasi may parati ko naririnig yung pastel na yun sa Mindanao. So it's a very very well-known product sa Mindanao.
Ang galing. May banana ka pa, attorney. Saan mo nabibili yung mga sa Asian store pa rin?
Ah, doon din, pinakyaw ko po yung, mura lang po pala.
Wow.
Wala, meron pala dito. Frozen po yan. Opo.
What do you mean frozen? Frozen yung banana leaves?
Opo, yeah, frozen. Yeah.
Oh, right. Itong pagkain mo na, okay, you have rice, di ba? Siyempre, rice, I don't know kung paano rice mo, o kung ang rice mo, yung rice cooker. Kung meron kang rice
Yes.
cooker, no? So, sabay na yan. Siniluluto mo na ng sabayan.
Opo.
Itong pagkain ito, itong pastil mo na yan, how long did it take you to prepare? An hour? Half an hour? 2
An hour.
hours?
No,
An
an hour.
hour.
Mabilis na po yung pastel.
Magaling,
Mabilis na po.
parang nagutom ako, no?
Totoo
Parang ako
ang
nagutom.
sarap.
Ang
Ito
sarap.
ang
What,
kukunin ni
dapat
Sol.
palakpakan natin dahil very delectable, ang sarap ng pagkain na inanda ni attorney. No? It's good. Di ba, I find cooking na parang, di ba, parang siyang, yung parang therapy yan eh. Parang it makes you feel good, no? It's fun. And it makes
Yeah.
you feel good, no? Kaya ang sarap din magluto. Ngayon, magmula na mahilig ako magluto, hindi na ako takot mag-open ng stove, di ba? Dati
Yeah.
takot ako na baka masumabog eh. Ngayon wala, kayang-kaya ko na, malakas na logo, hindi na ako natatakot. When you don't anything yata pag hindi ka marunong talaga, parang, di ba? Takot ka. But it's fun, cooking is fun. How would you describe yung cooking mo? How would you describe when you prepare this? Anong feeling mo talaga?
It's the same as you. It's very relaxing for me. So yung ibang mga tao, siguro yung ibang mga tao may different ways of expressing themselves. For me, it's playful. Yung kumbaga doon ako hindi naman doon ako nagiging creative. Iba yung day-to-day job ko. It's pretty sometimes people would say na medyo structured. It's very structured. So yung weekend ko, that's my time to be a bit different, more creative. So yung style ng
Wow.
cooking ko, I hope, kasi madami din akong friends na non-Filipinos, I hope na maka-educate is a strong word, makabigyan ng exposure sa kanila ng Filipino cuisine. So a lot, nakakataba ng puso yung feedback na, ay, ganun pala yung Filipino food. Although yung expression ko ng Filipino food may twist siya ng modern or may twist siya na playful. And for me, that's very satisfying for me. Some people paint, some people play music, compose music. Siguro ito yung version ko of expression na hindi ganun ka-structured. And at the end of the day, I feed myself as well. So, so masaya. So, that would last me a few days. So I would put it in the fridge. And then and then you get to share with other people. So, yung parati nating sinasabi, kain po tayo. Nandun sa atin, di ba? So,
Yes.
kain tayo. Nakakatawa kasi kahit remote, kahit, I live on my own, I get to feel that I'm eating with with
Mm.
a few people as well. So, it's fun like that. I've always had an affiliation for cooking. For me, it's the most
Yes.
genuine form of of love, of showing that you
Oo.
care for someone. You want to nourish them, you want to feed them, you want to connect with someone. For me, it's very very good to do it over food. And if you want to express yung identity mo, yung culture mo, yung what you want or what you affiliate with, food is a
Mhm.
very very good medium of expression. So yun din yung ano ko na parang, tingnan nyo, masarap ang Filipino food, hindi naman, it's not bland, it's actually quite exciting. So yun, it's for me it's fun. It's very fun. It's very playful.
Cooking is
Um,
fun, relaxing, playful. Hindi structured. Pag sinabi mo hindi structured, hindi ka ba kamukha ko, nag-aaral ako, so marami ako mga white, ano, di ba? May nakalagay pa doon, kunyari. Yun, alam mo na, yung parang a pinch of this, ay ganyan. Di ba yung
uh,
may sukat lahat? Sa'yo, walang sukat, basta you do it, o kabisado mo na. Yan bang pagluto mo ngayon, is it the same taste as the last taste? Or nagbabago taste minsan? Paano ba?
not
Yan ba yung
necessarily.
parang perfected na ba yan? Or I don't know if it's perfected. Shall we say, meron ka ng lasa when you do something, yun na yung lasa nun. You do it 10 times, you do it 20 times, meron ng parang formulated na ano ka na ron? Ganun ba? Meron kasi sometimes
Yung
nagluto, napasobra yan, maalat ngayon. Oy, parang hindi maalat o parang ganun di ba? Sa'yo ba, isa na yon, isang luto na yon? Pare-pareho?
yung yung most of the time, like prawns, I've been cooking prawns for a few
Oo.
years now, every week.
Oo.
So parang more on kabisado. Hindi mo kabisado, parang may routine ka na. The other dishes like yung duck, yung pastil. First time ko magluto ng duck breast ever. So part nung
Oh,
part ng excitement sa
wow.
akin is asking, punta ako
Mhm.
sa butcher kung saan ako binili yung duck. Sabi ko, paano ba lutuin? So, tatanong ko sa kanya kung ano yung way niya. And then,
Mm.
hanap ako sa YouTube. Then, ganyan pala. Tapos pipiliin ko yung combination na normally pinakamadali. Yung pinaka-easy to
Okay.
follow. So, pipiliin ko, ito, gagawin ko. Ito din yung gagawin ko. So, for me, wala namang pressure. Ako na naman yung papakainin ko, ako lang. So,
Tama, okay.
so walang pressure.
Okay.
So, I
So
would
walang
say,
pressure.
nakakatawa, napiliin ko yung step na yon galing kay Kuya Butcher. And then yung next step galing dun sa YouTube. And yung final
Mm.
step, ko, ako na gagawa
Another.
na. Ako na mag-aano nito.
Go na.
Ako na
Okay.
mag-aano nito. So, and then you get to plate, which is one of my favorite things to do. And that's when you really, you really have no structure. Bahala ka,
Mm.
it's like it's
Oo.
a blank canvas. How do you wish to tell a story? How do you wish to tell this food story? Ano yung storya ng food na to?
Mm.
Anong storya ng pagkain na to?
Ayan. Tama, di ba? It's an adventure. It's fun, it's relaxing, ganun ang ating ano, di ba? Sabi mo, ay iba, they paint, they do anything, di ba? They probably play a music. Pero sa'yo, ito, cooking is the one that probably releases you, no? Parang may release sa'yo, parang, happy ka, no? Okay, teka muna, attorney. We're gonna be, napunta tayo sa, meron tayong batian siyempre ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
Sino hula mo ngayon? Walang dayaan? I'm sure hindi ka
Dayan.
mandaya, no? Lalo na ikaw,
Yes.
abogado. Siyempre, hindi pwede mandaya. Kailangan tapat. O sige, katuwa lang, just for fun lang. Sino ang hula mo? Sino ba last week natin, no? Sino ang hula mo number one na bumabati sa atin? Yeah,
Si
attorney.
Marlon Galicia Panero. I just have a gut feeling today na siya today. I don't know.
Marian Garia, okay. Maria Galicia pa na, siyempre, pagka di ba, parang sa law yan meron sa defendant, meron sa prosecution, sa
Yeah.
kabila, di ba? Okay, so, sige, sa plaintiff. Okidoki. Ito, ako naman, siyempre, hulaan ko si Oliver.
Yes.
Oliver tayo, si Oliver. Sige, tignan natin. Direct, sino ba ang ating winner? Gold medalist, extended Olympics. Oy, Oliver Fernandez. Oliver, mabuhay.
Sorry,
Oo.
Oliver.
Very
Tapos
consistent.
parating si Oliver yung binoboto ko. Tapos,
Oo nga. Hindi, katuwa naman kasi attorney. Yung feel mo lang. Kasi sometimes, may ano yan parang, nakakasunod-sunod na to siguro si Oliver. Baka most likely, iba naman, no? Ang susunod. Sige, attorney, basahin mo.
Happy Tuesday to our lovely attorney Donna, to our dashing Kuya Sonny, and to our skillful Direct Pao. The fog is just burning off here in the Pacific Northwest. Happy Tuesday, Oliver. And yes, nagkakatapos lang ni Oliver ng night shift niya. So good morning sa'yo dyan, Oliver. And saludo kami sa hard work.
Good afternoon na, attorney.
Afternoon na.
Tama ka. Good morning. Tama ka. Kung 6 o'clock, ahead tayo ng 8 hours sa Washington State, no? Oh, tama ka. You're correct. Yes. Good morning, Oliver. Good morning.
Morning, Oliver.
Diyan ba sa Washington State, malamig-lamig din dyan. Pagka California, medyo mainit-init yan, no? Pero yung bang side ng Pacific side, no? Yan ba ay mainit, no? Mainit ba sa inyo? Kasi maraming Vancouver, nasa taas yan, baka malamig-lamig, no? Pero pababang ganun California, hindi naman ganun kalamig, di ba? Unlike New York. Sa New York, no? But anyway, yeah. So thank you, Oliver. Siya ang ating parang number 1, no? Gold medalist natin ngayon. And syempre, ang silver medalist natin, attorney, sino hula mo?
Si Marian Galicia Panero.
Si Marian. Sige, si Marian. Subukan na si Marian. Marian, tingnan natin. Direct.
Hello po.
Sino?
Hello po.
Hi, Marian. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, Marian.
Si attorney ngayon, ha? Feeling niya baka lumusot si Marian. So, yes, pakibasa, attorney. Sige, so, hello po, sabi niya.
Hello po, magandang gabi po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Donna. And sa lahat, happy Tuesday po and stay safe and God bless us. Happy Tuesday, Marian! Salutatorian, okay yan. Podium finish pa rin.
Tuesday. Very good. Sino naman ang ating third placer for tonight? No? Katumaan lang ito, mga kaibigan, mga kababayan.
Babae ba?
Lalaki. Yata.
Sa tingin ko, si Edgardo Kagahas dyan. May message na ako kanina ni Edgardo. Sabi ni Edgardo, anong oras ba mag-uumpisa yung show? So, I just have a feeling na si Edgardo.
Tignan natin, sige. Tignan natin kung tama ka. Tignan natin kung tama si attorney. Sige, go. Ayan. Ang tao na yun, Rudy Librojo, mabuhay. Mabuhay.
Happy Tuesday.
Mabuhay ka, Rudy. Happy Tuesday. Ayan, galing sa amin ni attorney, no? Ito na, pumasok. Tama ka. Ito na, attorney.
Ayan na si Rudy. Miss ako na isang slot. Edgardo Kagahas dyan. Yes, welcome back, Edgardo. Siya po ang original author nitong Happy Tuesday na to. So, welcome. It's good to have you tonight. Happy Tuesday, Mr. Laragan and Attorney Donna, and to everyone. I'm working from home today. I'm watching it now. We went back in our Canary Wharf office last 19th of July. Happy Tuesday, Edgardo.
Okay. Back to office na kayo. Pero ngayon, on a Tuesday evening, bakit working from home? Parang ano ba yan? Nagkaroon na ng, let's say, you can work for about 3 days a week sa bahay or 2 days a week, tapos the remainder sa opisina, no? Ganun na ba ang tell us, no? Magkabalitaan tayo. It's nice to know na andyan siya, bumalik siya after a while, no? Hindi natin napakinggan na attorney, no? Ayan, Ayan, tapos susunod, yung ating napaka-ayos ngayon,
Si Edgar Duay, Happy Tuesday DQ, magandang gabi, Attorney DQ and legendary Sonny Laragan. Mga taga-subaybay, iba yung ingat pa din po tayo. Di pa tayo tapos sa laban,
Yes.
tama? But keep smiling
So,
and
yan.
cooking. Tama yan. Keep smiling. At magluto lang
Mag
tayo.
magluto lang, oh, tama yan. Sila, the whole
Tama
family,
yun.
siya, di ba? The kids are also cooking. Si Edgar is very good in cooking. Di ba? Lahat eh.
Si
Kompleto.
Alex nagluto ng sinigang na hipon
Mm,
nung isang nung weekend, and then nagluto din sila ng
mm.
hipon. So, alam na natin ulam ng lahat ng mga viewers
Oo.
natin.
Yes, yes, yes. So, oo. Maganda kasi we have a family. Para may social bubble tayo eh. So, okay yan. Oy, teka na Edgar, kung nakikinig ka, no? Sabagay, nanonood ka ngayon. Yung photo masyadong yung para sa ano natin, yung face of the month natin masyadong madikit na pag isinom in mo, masyadong malaki, parang ano. So kung pwede natin may message yata ako sa'yo, nag-message nga ba ako sa'yo? Hindi ko na matandaan baka may. Minsan kasi in the middle of something, I don't know, attorney, kung nangyayari sa'yo, meron kang gustong gawin, biglang in the middle of something, you got distracted, hindi mo na natapos, akala mo nagawa mo na, yung pala pagbalik mo after a few days, hindi mo pa pala nagagawa, no? So, ayan, Edgardo. Si Edgardo, binalcom niya.
Edgar,
Sige,
si
welcome,
Edgar.
yes.
Edgar
Oo,
and
sabi niya,
Edgardo.
welcome niya. Welcome niya si Edgardo, attorney, sabi niya. Oo.
Welcome back. Welcome
Welcome
back.
back. O, nabuhay. O,
Nabuhay.
nabuhay
Welcome
ka,
back.
Mr. Kagahas dyan, ha? Ikaw nawala ka for a while, ha? Ayan, okay.
Uy, Ma'am Cora.
Ah, Ma'am Cora. Andiyan ba si Ma'am Cora? Baka hinahabol
Andiyan
niya,
ba?
hinahanap niya si Ma'am Cora.
Ma'am
Ito
Cora.
na, okay.
Ayan na.
Si Rudy, bumabate, ayan.
Rudy Lebroho,
Okay.
masayang Tuesday, magandang attorney Dana, always smiling, good-looking Sir Sonny, and all happy viewers from Belfast. Yes,
Mabu,
napaka-supportive talaga ni
mabu,
Rudy. And Mia, napaka-talented. Anak yan ni
yeah, si
Rudy
Rudy.
Lebroho.
Oo, si Mia Lebroho, no?
Si Ma'am
Okay.
Cora.
Ano yung si ano, mabuhay? Sige, Ma'am Cora, pakibasa, attorney. Sige. Ay, wala si attorney na nag-freeze siguro, no? Hintayin lang natin makabalik si attorney sa kanyang signal. Ayun. Uh, okay, sa akin muna siguro direct. Switch natin sa akin muna. Habang wala pa si attorney, yan, hintayin natin mag-normalize yung kanyang signal. Wala saglit ho. Ayun, okay na. Ayan, okay na si
Mabilis
attorney.
tayo.
Ayan, attorney, ipasok na natin yung
Nag-lag
babasahin
lang.
mo from Ma'am
Ayan.
Cora Carsola. Yan, oh.
Si
Sige.
Ma'am Cora Carsola, hello Sir Sonny, Attorney Dana, at sa lahat na nanonood sa Filipino TV Europe. Magandang gabi po, Ma'am Cora Carsola. Nakatawa si Ma'am
Magandang,
Cora.
yeah, good evening, Ma'am Cora. Yan, oh, kailan ba yan? Monday night? Monday, pinag-uusapan namin. Monday nga ba yan? Oo, yeah.
Yeah.
Sa ano pala yun? Sinasabi ko, kausap ko si Ami Reyes, yung head ng Polo office dito pala, attorney. I don't know if you've
Kala
heard of
ko
her,
yung
Ami Reyes.
artista. May artista.
Hindi. Hindi, Ami Perez yun. Ami
Ami
Perez yung
Perez.
attorney.
Ami Perez.
Ami Reyes. Oh,
Ami
Reyes yung
Reyes.
tapos ni Ami, kung di ako nagkakamali. Tama nga, akala mo parang Ami Perez ang masasabi. Ako rin akala ko nga parang Ami Perez, no? Sa bagay, well, Perez, no? Pinag-uusapan natin yung ating director, si Paula
Direk
Perez, no?
Pao.
Yan,
Direk
si
Pao,
Direk
saludo
Pao,
po
yan,
sa
oh.
inyo. Thank you,
Saludo
Direk
kami yan.
Pao. Special na,
Yes.
no? Palakpakan kay Direk Pao for sorting out today's effects.
Oo
Direk
nga,
Pao,
palakpakan
dali
mo nga sarili.
ang palakpak
Palakpakan
para
mo
sa
nga
sarili
Direk.
mo.
Ayan,
Thank you, Direk. At si Direk. Mr. Laragan,
Ayan.
si Direk ay Dean's Lister. Ano din ako
Uy,
dyan sa
wow.
social media niyan eh. Saludo.
Saludo. Yes,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
salute her and we're proud of her. Yung
Very
ating
good.
direktor ng mga kaibigan, ano yan, Dean's Lister ho yan, no? At kaya napaka-smarte, at marami na yung kaibigan, ha? Mga kaibigan yan, wag mo ismolin, attorney, ha? Mga ambassador, mga consuls, ganyan na lang mga barkada, at saka mga successful Pinoys in the whole of Europe, no? So,
Very good.
she's building her network of friends, di ba? So, okay yan, direct. Kaya saludo kami kay direct, no? Ayan, direct. Mararating na ating director. Very, very efficient, no? Okay. Ayan, sino pa ba?
Darwin.
Sinong
Si
babati pa, attorney?
Darwin, kaibigan natin sa Belgium.
Darmin.
Happy Tuesday.
Belgium, kamusta?
Sabi niya, Happy Tuesday daw sa atin. Kuya Sonny, beautiful attorney Donna, guest, and viewers. Happy Tuesday, Darmin. Sana, kamusta pala
Oo.
dyan? Kamusta kayo sa Belgium? And Maria.
So, kamukha si Almira, di ba? Almira ang kanyang daughter, tama, di ba? Almira, no? Minsan
Ano
nakapagkamala ko si Amira, Almira, yan.
ba
Si
yun?
Amira, Amira ba? Amira, tama ba? Amira.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Si
okay.
Maria.
Ayan, Marian Galicia Panera.
Attorney Dana, hindi po kayo nag-iisa. Hehe, ako po 15 years na po ako dito. Ay, nakakatawa naman. Ay, hindi
Wow.
tayo nag-iisa. Mga kabatch ko,
Oo.
batchmates.
Ayan, para naman kanta yan, hindi ka nag-iisa, hindi ako nag-iisa. Ayan,
Nakakatawa.
oo. Tama ka naman. Oo. Mabuhay ka, mabuhay ka, mabuhay ka.
Si Ma'am
So,
Cora, nag-hello
hello.
back kay
Sige,
Edgar.
pasok. Oh,
Sabi ni
yeah,
Ma'am Cora, hello Edgar and family, masaya at magandang gabi. And for everyone's information, magbe-birthday na po ang paborito nating Edgar Duay sa 17th of September, isn't it?
wow, happy birthday. Nakahanda na ba?
September.
Sa kaya kanyang ano ngayon? Okay tayo rito, ah. Okay tayo, direct ka. Okay ka, direct ka. Birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Edgar!
Wow. Edgar, happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Yay!
So, never Europe. Maligayang
Yes,
kaarawan, Edgar Duay. At Edgar, isa to sa una nating mga audience eh. Edgar, magandang...
Yes, Edgar Duay.
Have a good adventure,
Mabuhay ka.
Edgar, on the 17th of September.
Ayan, oo. Attorney, sino to?
Hi, si Cameron!
Cameron.
Si Cameron! Hi, Cameron!
Cameron! Sino yan? Kasama mo sa trabaho?
Si Cameron na taga-Pakistan. Si Cameron po. Yung
Okay. Oo.
Si Cameron. Nakakatawa, marunong yung mag-ate. Tawag niya sa akin, ate. Tingnan niyo po.
Ate Dana, you're the best. Cameron, you're the
Cameron.
best as well.
Kasi
Cameron,
tawag ka din sa
how are
kanya,
you?
si Cameron Bai, which means Cameron brother. Brother ko yun eh.
Bai.
Hello, Cameron!
Ano, from the word Bisaya ba? Word Bisaya, word na bay? Hindi
Ay,
naman
hindi
yun. Oo, sa kanila yung salitang sakit ng Pakistani ba yun?
Sa Pakistani po yun. Natawa ko kasi.
Bai is like a brother.
Yeah, Bai is a brother. And then, that's good.
All right, okay.
Thank you, Cameron.
Cameron!
Cameron!
Happy, good morning, good evening. You're ahead by how many hours ba ang Pakistan?
5 hours. So, good evening.
5 hour ahead. So if it's
5
6 o'clock,
hours.
so almost 11, almost 7 o'clock in the evening, no? Sorry, it's almost
12.
5, 11, going 12. Yeah, going 12. Oh, yeah. Well, Kamran, hello. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kamran Bai.
Cameron Bai,
Okay,
very
si
good.
Edgar Duay, may ano pa, may ano rito. Oh.
Mag-host ka ng...
Nahamon ka, attorney.
Dalo kami. Sige.
Sige, oo. Di ba?
Ayo!
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's a direct talaga, no? Oo. Imagine mo yan. Happy birthday sa'yo, Edgar. Nako, we love you.
Happy birthday, Edgar.
You're a special person, no? Ayan, the way... Oh, yan. Classic line yan.
Yeah, the way.
The best way to, the best way to a man's heart
The man's
is
heart
through
is
his stomach. The best
True.
way. Oh.
I think
Galing.
it's true. Yeah.
Ayan.
Well done,
Totoo yan.
Edgar.
Totoo yan. Well
Diba?
done, Edgar. Okay. Ayan. Si Ed
Quotable.
Abdallah. Oo. Totoo yan. The best way to a man's heart is, di ba? It's through his stomach. Ed Abdallah, si Ed Abdallah is, kay Ed Abdallah? Attorney?
Oliver Fernandez po muna.
Wala pa yan. Wala pa. Okay, pala.
Ay,
Mali.
wala.
Edgar, mali yung question mo, no? Medyo iba yung question niya.
Ba't sa'yo?
Sige. Oliver.
Sa Thursday ka magtanong, Ed. Ang
Thursday.
invitation. Yes.
Ayan, di ba, may ano naman siya, may okay lang yan. Sige. Manood ka sa Webes, Edgar, no? Ed Abdallah. Ayan.
Si Attorney
Sige. Edgar
Lira.
Pagasian.
See, Oliver, the weather here is just like in the UK, Kuya Sonny. Autumn is in the midst, or Midwest, siguro yan. Midwest, autumn is in the midst. Autumn is in the mid, sorry.
In the middle.
Wet weather is in the middle. The middle of autumn. So, wet weather is just about to start. Parang UK na UK.
Wow. Wow, UK. Sa amin dito sa Southwest London, it's been raining for I think a couple of days. Today medyo umulan, no? Or masyadong mamasa-masa ng ano. Okay, si Edgar Cagastian, ito, attorney, tama yung hula ko, no? Parang ganun, di ba? Pwede 3 days. Tama, sige, pare. Ayan. Sige, attorney,
Yes.
komentado lang yan.
He's working in Canary Wharf 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Pero ngayon siya ay work from home. So, yeah. I need to be in the house today. Kaya I told my manager that I work in the office on the other day of the week. Yes. Sabihin mo sa manager mo from
Ayun.
now on, work from home ka na lang ng Tuesday, Ed. Happy
Hindi, nag-enjoy
birthday.
na yata. A lot of people are really convenient kasi may nakapajama ka, naka-shorts ka lang sa bahay, di ba? Hindi ka mukha napapasok, magbibihis pa sila, no? Pero kayo, attorney, kailangan talagang balik talaga sa trabaho talaga, no? Walang ano no? Walang masyadong pandemya except for during the time at the height of it, no? Medyo wala kayo,
Yeah,
no? No, yan.
ayan.
Happy
Si
birthday sa
Edgar,
Tokayo.
nabati ka. Tokayo, happy birthday daw.
Mm.
Happy birthday, Tokayo.
Meron tayong happy birthday. Para tayo children's party. Yay! Happy birthday,
Mati
Edgar.
si Derek. Galing.
Galing talaga ni Direk. Direk, we salute. Yan, kaya pagka Dean's Lister talaga mahusay, ano? Ganyan.
Mahusay ang
talaga,
timing ni
mag-isip.
Derek. Yeah.
Magaling. Okay.
From naramdam ko si Derek today.
Oo nga, puro
Advance
mga
happy
birthday celebrants
po.
to attorney, ah. Oo, okay.
Wish you all the
Ayan, sino
best.
ba yan?
Dami, oh. Marian, sabi na ni Marian, advance happy birthday po. Wish you all the best. Ayan, Edgar. Paano na yung mga birthday greetings sa'yo?
Ayan, oo. Yes, happy birthday, no? Ayun. And, ito, hindi ko alam kung nasaan to, no? Yan, talagang, hindi siya, maganda pakiramdam niya, hindi siya may sakit, no?
All caps.
All caps, again, oh. Good evening. Hindi, asa ba sa Dubai? Dubai ba? Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi.
Sa Abu Dhabi
Ma'am
yan,
Emily,
Abu Dhabi.
nagra-round the world na lang si Ma'am Emeline, eh.
Yes,
San ba
oo,
mo? Good evening sa atin. Good evening, Sonny and Attorney Donna. Happy Tuesday to you both and everyone. Ma'am Emeline, saan po sunod nyo na travel destination? Gitna ako. Nag-Croatia.
Oo nga.
Bosnia. Saan na ba siya? Herzegovina.
Herzegovina for a day
Yeah.
drive, a day out, no? So, okay lang yan. Sige, enjoy it. Ang gusto ko lang
Enjoy
namin
lang.
is malaman namin saka sa susunod para abangan ang susunod na, di ba? Kung nasaan si Emeline. Emeline, mabuhay, ha? Mabuhay.
Mabuhay,
Okay.
mabuhay.
Ito, naku, matutuwa ka, attorney. Ito. Maganda para sa ito, attorney.
Blooming si attorney. Ay, thank
Blooming
you.
si
Thank
attorney,
you.
oo.
Salamat.
Si Anmic, blooming si attorney. Anmic, ayan, oo.
Thank you. Oo.
Oo, ayan.
Okay,
Sa
salamat
Kuwait
po.
pala, nasa Kuwait pala siya.
Okay, sa Kuwait ka
Salmiya,
pala.
Kuwait, Ed Abdallah.
Okay.
Ed, mabuhay ka, ha? Oo,
Mabuhay,
sa
Ed.
Webes pa. Sa Webes yung
Oo,
immigration natin, no?
kasi ano yan kumbaga, specialization yan, lalo na yung
Oo.
I think hindi, straightforward is a partner ng, ano ba yung partner ng taga-Europa and then you want to apply for fiancé visa. But best to us, attorney, balik ka dito ng Thursday. Tapos balik ka uli ng Tuesday.
Ang daming nanonood na nagsasama-sama, attorney, nandito talaga nanonood talaga sila. But mabuhay kayo, even if
Mabuhay.
meron kayong tanong na medyo nasa ibang no? Attorney, ayan, attorney, blooming. Hindi ba umulit yan? Blooming ulit.
Salamat,
Ayan, blooming ka lalo. Ayan.
Nakakatawa.
Ayan,
Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you. Ha? Ayan. Virginia Elona, merong
Uy,
taga
si
Sweden to,
Virginia.
kaibigan natin.
Yes.
Oo.
Good, happy autumn, Attorney Donna, Quinto, and Sonny. Good luck, good health, stay safe, and God bless. Ayun, kompleto.
Yes, Virginia. Mabuhay ka, mabuhay. Ingat ka diyan, ha, sa Sweden. Ano ang pangalan ng lugar niya? Yung second biggest town diyan city sa Sweden. I forgot. Nakalimutan ko na. Yeah, watching from Ireland. Si PMJ,
What?
Ireland, Ireland tayo. Ayan. Okay. At
hello.
PJM, watch Last but not the least, ayan, si Edgardo. Ayan, sabi niya, comment niya sa song daw ni Sa music ni pinasok ni ano ni oh. Para pag nagbukas ka ng ano ng birthday gift nga ng birthday card.
Gumagawa pa ba
Ayan,
sila?
happy birthday. Ito naman yung mga ginugulat tayo direct, yung mga choices niya, no? Nakakatuwa naman
Gumagawa
yan.
pa ba yun,
Nakakatuwa.
Mr. Laragan? Gumagawa
Ng ano?
pa ba sila ng mga
Yung mga
ganun, yung
cards
mga
na binuksan?
cards
Oo.
pag pinabubuksan?
Oo nga,
Gumagawa
oo
pa ba?
nga. Baka meron pa. Baka lang. Pero I remember
Hahanap
when I
ako
was,
ng
ano, I remember when I was a new, not really new, na meron kami nasa news department ako. I was with Channel 5. We went to Baguio. Was it Baguio or hindi ko na matandaan eh. Gumagawa sila niyan eh. Meron parang export processing zone na pinuntahan kami. Ayan, oh. Ah, okay. All right. Naku. O, kailan nga pala uli sa'yo? Kailan sa'yo? Kailan sa'yo?
Meron pa?
Hindi, si Direk pala. September din.
September din. Kailan birthday mo,
Oh, kailan nga,
Direk?
kailan nga,
Naku,
kailan nga?
kailan ba?
22nd. 22nd.
Kailan ba yan? Tingnan ko
Ah,
nga. Baka Tuesday
ito
ba
na,
yan?
17. Oo, naku, kailangan pala, tepat.
Naku,
Naku,
kailangan.
oo.
Wednesday, so mag-ano tayo. So live na live
Ah,
dito si Direk, 22nd na sa Pilipinas, pero 21 pa lang dito. Magse-celebrate
oo.
tayo, Direk.
Magse-celebrate tayo. Attorney, ang Ferrero Rocher, how do you pronounce it? Rocher? Yung alam mo na yung mga,
Roche, Ferrero Rocher.
You love it?
Yeah.
Ako na, addicting ako na, nasarap ng ano, di ba? Masyadong, di ba may balot pa yan, masyadong social
Yeah.
na ano, di ba? Ferrero, Rocher, how do you call that? Ferrero. Kayo,
Ferrero
Edgar,
Rocher.
yung Ferrero, di ba? Masarap yun eh. Medyo, yung family niya, I think yung family yata, hindi ba, Italian yata, yung mama niya yata na gusto yata yan, no? Because of that, no? Ferrero, paborito natin ho lahat yan, yung Ferrero Rocher. Diba? Pwede na nga parang pwede na ng birthday gift yung mga ganyan, no? Pwede na ba yung birthday gift yun?
Yes. Oo, gusto mo ba yan,
Maganda
Ed?
yun, sarap. Oo. Si Ed,
Kumbaga-
at saka si Pao, no? Si Paul,
Pao,
ano?
oo.
Okay. Yan. Okay. All right. Naku. Okay. We're gonna... Attorney, anong topic natin for tonight?
Yes.
Ito, boss, segue na ho tayo sa topic natin.
Sabi
May
na tayo sa
tayo
topic
sa mga...
natin. No? May topic po
Oo.
tayo, hindi na po tayo nagro-roll call pa na. May topic po tayo.
Ayan.
Balik tayo
Employment law
sa
series.
employment law series. Dumaan na tayo ng finance, the divorce, ng landlord. Balik tayo sa employment law series. Kasi last week, di ba, binigyan natin ng top 10 legal tips sa mga padating dito ng mga OFW who's normally working, who's normally here as a nurse, or healthcare worker. So ito yung just a few tips. Kumbaga, kung ano ang the other is disciplinary. So pag ikaw yung subject ng disciplinary or grievance procedure. Kung ikaw naman ang nagsasabi na, uy, may problema. I've got a problem with this. Ano yung options mo? Ano yung procedures? And ano yung best practice or yung fair practice na ina-expect ng law dito.
Ayan. So, yan ho. Magbe-break lang ho tayo saglit, no? Pagbalik ko natin, yung binigyan ho ng konting intro ni attorney, yun ho ang tatalakayin natin. Wag ho kayong aalis. Kami po ni attorney ay magbabalik. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. stilettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka i-evict ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa Divi Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. Divi Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, balik na ho tayo sa ating programa, no? Si Sonny LARAGAN ho ito sa ating programang Legal Advice Corner on our Happy Tuesday evening. Ayan, syempre kasama na natin yung ating, kasama pa rin natin, yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada, ang abogada ho ng bayan. Walang iba kundi si ATTY.DANNA Quinto. Attorney, good evening once again.
Good evening, Mr. Laragan. Nagbabalik na naman po tayo dito sa Legal Advice Corner. Matapos nating ikutin ang buong mundo at chinek kung okay ang lahat ng mga ka-remote social bubble natin. Balik na po tayo sa Legal Advice Corner.
So,
ito yung topic natin.
Ano yung topic natin? So, sige, take it away, attorney. Yeah.
Andito tayo ngayon, Employment Law Series. So, napag-usapan natin last week yung mga padating natin na mga kababayan dito, bagong dating na mga OFWs who's here to work. So, ito yung mga topics natin ngayon para bigyan sila ng mga impormasyon on how to navigate the employment relationship, employment contract, different procedures here. Kasi ang pagkakaalam ko, iba rin talaga sa nakagisna natin sa Pilipinas. So without further ado, what we're talking about today is about disciplinary procedures and grievance procedures. So disciplinary, pag ikaw yung iniimbestigahan na, you've done potentially something na kailangan imbestigahan or potentially na in breach ng code of conduct ng kumpanya nyo o ng industriya nyo. And grievance is, on the other flip side nun, ikaw yung may ni-raise na concern sa empleyado nyo. So, as I've said last week, employment law in the UK is fairly well established. Malakas po ang mga rights ng mga empleyado dito. At the culture here as well is, open communication. If we've got a problem with you, we'll tell you, and you will see that mamaya dun sa guidance ko sa procedures. And the same way, pag ikaw ang may problema sa employer mo o sa katrabaho mo, in-expect din nila na sabihin mo. Hindi, wag mo lang kimkimin. Baka sa atin, di ba, nagkakahiyaan pa kasi wag na lang kasi, pakisama tayo, ganun. May ganun pa rin. Pero dito, the expectation really is to have an open communication if there is an issue. So what you will hear later on, I will give first of all, yung meaning ng mga organization na i-refer ko for a number of times. The first one is ACAS. That's ACAS. Kaya tawag namin ACAS, yun ang pag-pronounce namin. Abbreviation po yan actually. That is Advisory, Conciliation, and Arbitration Service. That is an independent organization na nagbibigay ng guidance to employers, employees, as well as legal representatives on the best practices in the UK in terms of employment law. So even the courts would actually look at the code of practice na pinublish ng ACAS. They're independent, they're funded by the government, but they're there to assist, to give guidance. It's very, very good resource. So kung kayo po ay isang empleyado dito sa UK, make sure you remember this, ACAS, ACAS. So yes, that's the one of the first abbreviations na gusto ko lang iklaro sa ating lahat. So the first instance, the same as kung paano tayo nagsimula last week, look at the contract. Look at the company handbook. So, sabi ko last week, keep nyo yung contract, keep nyo yung mga impormasyon na binigay sa inyo sa orientation, first day, yung induction nyo when your HR person gives you this pack of things or pack of documents electronically or hard copy man yan. Make sure you know where it is. Make sure you can access it. Pag kailangan mo ng guidance on how your particular company handles disciplinary and grievance policies. It's all fairly the same dahil nga they have to abide by the code of practice ng ACAS. But syempre, iba-iba yung industriya natin, di ba? Iba-iba yung expectation, iba-iba yung custom sometimes, may mga slight deviation per industry. So it's always worth looking at your particular document. So it's called Disciplinary and Grievance Policy. Makikita yan sa handbook. Minsan nakalagay sa website with bigger companies. You can ask HR for it, or you can find it siguro minsan nasa likod ng kontrata nyo or andun sa kontrata nyo. So it's always just good to know where it is. Get familiarized with the process. Tingnan nyo kung ano yung stepwise process na siniset out ng kumpanya nyo. Employment Tribunal, which is the court, yung korte, tribunal din natin tawag sa atin, but the court here, the employment court or the employment tribunal, will actually look at, titingnan nila kung yung policy ba ng isang kumpanya na to, naayon dun sa sinasabi nila na ito ang standard na kailangan nyong i-follow, the ACAS Code of Practice on Disciplinary and Grievance Procedures. If you are curious, kung gusto nyong i-compare yung nandyan sa inyo, if you're in that situation ngayon na attorney, na-investigahan ako, attorney, may gusto akong grievance na ilagay, sa tingin ko, rinig ko, hindi ganun ka fair ang proseso, kaya hindi ako confident na i-follow yung process. You can compare it, nasa ACAS website, ACAS, which is Advisory, Conciliation and Arbitration Service, yung Code of Practice on Disciplinary and Grievance Procedures. And you can compare that with your own company's grievance procedures. Sabi din ng korte, as well as ng ACAS, helpful at any stage kung nasan ka man in terms ng dispute, concern, issue, problema. It's always helpful to consider mediation, or we call alternative dispute resolution, which is a very simple way of saying, pag-usapan nyo. Pag-usapan nyo, you may want it formal na mediation, na may third party involved, but it's always just helpful to think about that. Na hindi agad, I'll sue you, or this is it, wala nang, dahil na-consider na namin mediation at first, it doesn't mean na hindi nyo pwedeng consider ulit. You can see na may instances actually na i-require almost ang early conciliation in some cases. So that will that will be spoken about later on. But let's begin. Ano ba to? Ano ba tong grievance procedure, attorney? Ano ba yung disciplinary procedures? What do we need to do? Kung may problema, kung may issue ako na hindi ako happy, or there's a policy na hindi ako happy, or kung sila hindi happy sa akin, anong unang mangyayari normally? Normally, they would say, most grievance policy procedure says that kung hindi ganon kasi, hindi severely serious ang isang bagay, consider informal action. What is informal action? Yun na yung sinasabi natin dito sa England, sa UK, yun, have a quiet word. Yun yung kasabihan dito, which basically means na they'll talk to you informally, off the record, na sasabihin na, uy, si may problema, wag mo daw, wag ka masyado late ha, or ganon, o antabay tayo na hindi, pasok ka ng on time, that's, it's a gentle reminder from us. Or kung ikaw, may problema ka, pwede mo sabihin, wag mo naman akong sigawan sa harap ng mga katrabaho natin. So that's informal. That's a quiet word. You've communicated informally kung ano yung problema, or communicate sa inyo kung ano yung problema in the first instance. Most of the time dito sa UK, that's enough. At lahat naman tayo, alam kung ano yung mga obligasyon natin. So most of the time, okay na yun. And that will resolve the issue. However, there are times na either severe talaga yung nangyari, or maraming he said, she said, maraming may mga contradicting statements, or minsan it's just that yung informal action walang nangyari. Hindi
Okay,
Ayan.
attorney, nawala ka saglit. Nandito na tayo. Oo, nawala ka saglit. Ayan, okay. Sige, balik natin, tuloy natin, okay? Go ahead, attorney.
Yeah. So, as I've said, minsan, hindi enough yung nasabihan na, hindi enough yung quiet word. The issue did not resolve itself, and ikaw mismo, hindi mo nakuha yung resolution na gusto mo, or sila, the employers didn't feel na there was enough change, that there was enough improvement, so we can't go to a formal action, which means in writing na. So, they will try to establish the facts kung ito ay disciplinary procedure. Kung grievance naman, the same thing. Kung ikaw may reklamo, the same din ang initial steps, which is to get the facts together. Sometimes, and you will see this in lots of the disciplinary policies, dito sa UK, kung may iniimbestigahan sila, they can suspend people, and suspension is neutral. It doesn't necessarily mean may kasalanan ka. I've seen lots of disciplinary procedures here, and even the CASA. So in some instances, in order to protect against bias or to maintain the independence of investigation, the employers sometimes would suspend employees with pay, but that doesn't mean na may kasalanan ko, or that doesn't imply guilt. Although, in reality, maraming na-offend. Bakit kailangan kong, wala naman akong kasalanan. So, ayun ang sinasabi namin mga abogado. Suspension on its face is not a indication of guilt. So they will, kung ikaw ang inimbestigahan, they will notify you in writing. Kung ikaw yung may reklamo, they will notify the person na reklamo mo in writing. And they will hold a meeting. You're allowed to be accompanied. Kung part ka ng union, you can get a representative from your union. At the same time, kung ikaw yung may grievance, kailangan ka din kunin ng statement. So that's the same thing. And you can also be accompanied by a representative trade union. Most of the time, they would say internal muna, yung representative employee of the firm or someone from the workforce, a member of the union. And then after that, they will decide an action. If it's a disciplinary, they can take, they can say no penalty or no finding. They can give a warning notice. They can give a final warning notice, or they can say dismissal. The same then, sa pag ikaw yung may grievance, they may say, we find na walang, we cannot establish na may nangyari na, wala sila, no further action sila. Or they can say, okay, talagang not good yung treatment sa'yo ng taong to. We can give them a warning. Or the same thing, final written warning kung talagang severe. Or if it's really a gross misconduct, then a dismissal of that particular person that you are saying na may concern ka. It's not necessarily about, sometimes may mga issues like, bullying, discrimination, and all sorts of that. So it's not just necessarily, sinabihan ka na sinigawan ka. So there's all sorts of, grievance is a very loose term. It's literally a concern, a dispute. That's by itself, that's the definition of grievance. That's you're unhappy about something. And disciplinary, on the other hand, is if you're being a subject of an investigation for potential misconduct by the firm, misconduct by the employee during the course of the conduct of his employment. Now, once they made a decision, they have to inform the employee of the result, kailangan din yan, and they have to provide the employee with an opportunity to appeal. So yun yung procedure. Hindi lang bibigyan ka ng conclusion, kailangan bigyan ka din, or yung tao na piniimbestigahan, if it's not you, ng opportunity to appeal. If after the appeal, na-dismiss pa rin, and the other person says, yung na-dismiss na employee says, I don't agree with this is unfair dismissal, they can raise it to the employment tribunal within 3 months, less than 1 day from the termination. However, in most instances, you have to get early, you have to undergo early conciliation. So a bit like mediation via the ACAS. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, na talagang sinasabi ng law, yun man yung procedure, it seems like quite structured. Ino-underline ng batas na kailangan mong i-consider na mag-mediate. Maybe, you can narrow the issues. By narrow the issues, I mean, sige, pwede na ba tayong, lima yung pinag-aawayan natin. Can we try to agree slowly? Dalawa, tatlo na lang yung pag-aawayan natin. At least, by that time na pumunta na sa court, it's very, very narrow. And you really are asking the court to deal with things that you can't agree on. So that's really it. Ang takeaway po dito, you've got rights. If you're an employee here, you've got rights. Kahit ikaw yung iniimbestigahan o ikaw yung humihingi ng investigasyon about sa isang grievance, you have rights here. And you must follow the code of practice on disciplinary and grievance procedures or published by ACAS. Yan din yung, kumbaga, guide ng korte. And it's always helpful to consider mediation at all times. So that's it. That's Employment Law Series, episode number 1, Disciplinary and Grievance Procedures.
Attorney, attorney, pareho ba yan? Sabi mo, parang pareho yata, no? Similar, no? Disciplinary grievance procedures, almost the same ba? Pwede, pareho, no?
Almost the same in the way that they have to follow a certain stepwise process. Mm-hmm. But makikita mo na syempre iba yung grievance, ikaw yung nagre-reklamo, disciplinary, ikaw yung iniimbestigahan. So may mga konting differentiation purely from perspective, because iba syempre yung yung sitwasyon. So that's it.
Ah,
Sometimes disciplinary policy is different dun sa handbook ng grievance policy. Minsan pinagko-combine din nila because it's very very similar.
ano yan? ACAS nga pala is Advisory and Conciliation. Ano yung pangalan nun? Advisory, Conciliation,
And
yung
arbitration service.
ACAS. And arbitration. Arbitration.
Ay, nawawala po kayo.
Nawala si attorney.
Nawala po kayo. Hello?
Nawala. Ako, nawala. Pareho tayo nawawala. Nawala
Pareho
tayo
tayo
pareho.
nawawala.
Advisory,
Ah.
Conciliation, and pareho tayo nawala. Pareho kami nawawala yata direct. Okay. Can you hear me now? Attorney, can you hear me?
I can hear
Narinig
you.
mo ako?
I can hear you loud and clear. That's
You can
okay.
hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Advisory, Conciliation, Arbitration, and ano yan? Assist, ano yan? Yung S,
Advisory?
ano yung S na uli, attorney?
Advisory, conciliation,
Conciliation,
and arbitration
arbitration.
service.
Service. Oo, hindi ko
Correct.
masyadong ano kasi ACAS, no? Yan, okay. Right, attorney. So unang-una ba pag a suspension doesn't mean kasi siyempre sa atin parang iniisip ko suspendido siya, oh. 'Di ba? Parang na-suspend siya. So it doesn't mean na meron kang guilt na it's only meant na para to allow the investigators or the company to investigate further and ganyan. Yung ba ang reason nun? With pay, meron bang suspension without pay, attorney?
No, mostly with pay po. Sometimes most of it are with pay. Kasi nga, yun ang sinasabi nila. If not all of it are with pay. Yun sinasabi nila na suspension is, it's a neutral act ng company. And yun din yung feedback ko sa mga Filipino dito na, nagtanong about sa ganyan na suspend ako. Sabi ko, hindi, okay lang yan. Ano pa yan? Nag-iimbestiga pa lang. And then, pag nakita naman na, okay, tapos na yung investigation and ito yung adjustment namin, then we'll go back to kung ano man yung adjustment na magagawa in terms of dealing with that issue. But dahil nga ang connotation ng suspension ay neutral, kaya you'd have to provide for pay.
Okay. Meron akong na-attendingan. Tinawag ako ng kaibigan ko parang sila isang nursing home. Wala kasi siyang anong tawag dito yung mga union ba? Wala siyang ganoon. So parang ni-require siya may kasama lang, ganun yata.
Correct.
Ganun ba
Yeah.
sistema? Parang may kasama lang to be accompanied by somebody. Pero yung somebody na yun, kailangan bang magsalita, makialam o hindi?
No,
Nakikinig lang ba?
not necessarily. Makikinig and note takers. Sinasabi ko sa kanila, if you're gonna bring someone for support or kumbaga to take notes, kasi pag ikaw na yung tinatanong, hindi ka naman maka-take notes because you're spontaneous yung pag-present mo ng case mo or yung pag-present mo ng side mo. So I would say to them, if you're gonna bring someone, the only thing that someone should provide you support, yung emotional support and psychological support na meron kang kaibigan, kapamilya, man yan, o na andyan sa tabi mo. But it would be good for them, if allowed, kung check mo yan, na kung allowed, that they would take notes of the meeting. Normally, may note taker. Hindi mo kailangan ng note taker. Normally, may minutes yung meeting. And you have to read that. Kailangan ipa-check sa yung minutes ng meeting na yan. And that's the reason why you have to be able to get someone na makaka-remember. Oo nga, yun nga yung nasabi niya. Yun yung sinabi nila at that particular point in time. Because that minutes of the meeting, kailangan mo sign na yan, you have to agree on that one.
Yeah, so sa mga ganyang situation, sabi mo, friend or relative, someone you can trust, no? You don't to take notes, hindi mag-take notes yung mismong tao, no? Na mismong ng disciplinary, or both ways, a grievance or mostly sa disciplinary yung ganyan. Meron kang dadaling tao sa disciplinary,
both ways po. Both ways.
Sa grievance pwede rin, no? Okay. Alright, so nagdala ng tao, hindi pwede magsalita, no? Hindi pwedeng makialam yun, hindi pwedeng to correct or walang pakialam yun, di ba?
No, hindi
Okay. Pero sa ganyan, so you said a relative, a friend, somebody you can trust. Pwede bang ano, kung meron kang kaibigan na solicitor, pwede mong isama? O
Notice,
hindi, masyadong
karamihan
mataas
nila,
yan. Masyado ng
uh,
mataas.
sasabihin nila doon, you'll have to check yung handbook and policy nyo. Kasi yun yung sabi mo, yung normally nag-a-apply yan, that you can bring someone out from the company. Normally sa mga small companies yan. Kasi pag bigger companies, may mga union sila, and you probably want someone from the union. Kasi trained sila to company people on this. Normally, lawyers don't get involved at this stage. Sometimes they would say non-legal representative, so you'll have to look at that. However, kung kaibigan mo, abogado, they probably, I would say, you'd still have to disclose that for good faith. Sabi mo, just for the avoidance of
Okay,
the,
pwede mo sabihin.
I'm here. Para hindi, walang malisyahan. Mamaya, sabihin na, bugado ka pala, bakit ka andun? So you can just say, look, I'm here in the context of being a co-work. I mean, paano kami dito lahat? Abogado kami, di ba? So pag may sumama sa meeting, alam mo sabihin namin, hindi pwede yung abogado. So abogado kami lahat. So that's
Tama.
I would approach that. The reason why they're doing that is they want to keep it, they don't want it to be a full-blown litigation mode. Kasi investigation pa lang naman eh. You're having a meeting and you're trying to resolve issues then. So people seek advice as early as, sometimes di pa nga nagre-raise ng grievance. People raise advice, tries to get advice before a meeting. I've given advice on people before grievance meetings, before a disciplinary meeting, after a grievance meeting, after, kahit na hindi nakikita yung pangalan ko. So in terms of that, wala naman po kasing legal na argument na nangyayari doon. Most of the time, these meetings are about facts. These are about fact-finding, yung mga meeting ngayon. So that's the reason why hindi rin ganun ka, that's the reason why hindi mo necessarily kailangan ng legal na people. What you want, I would always say to them this, look, who needs to prepare best is you. Ikaw ang kailangan. Ito yung chance mo to speak up. And we can't coach you kung ano yung pinakamagaling na sagot. The best answer is the truth. That really is the best answer because it will come out anyway. So if they ask a question, answer honestly, answer what they're asking directly, and we will see how they make a decision. Once they make this decision, yun na, dun na mag-aano yung mga abogado after the decision is made. When they're doing their due diligence, unless there is something procedurally incorrect, sinabi nila, halimbawa, napakarami, 10 yung panel, tapos isa ka lang doon, tapos kasama mo, that's a bit, tatanungin mo, bakit 10 yan? It seems like an overkill, para namang, yan, parang you're embarrass this particular employee. So that's when you would say na may defective yung procedure. But normally, it's just about fact finding yung mga meeting na yun.
Disciplinary, merong parang alleged na parang may ginawang kasalanan siguro sa isang employee, ba? Pero for example, if he appeal naman pagka hindi niya gusto yung parang kunyari feeling niya hindi fair yung naging decision sa kanyang kaso. Hindi ba parang grievance naman 'yan? Grievance, hindi ba grievance 'yun? Teka, sama lang gusto niya, mali yung ginawa niyong akusasyon sa akin and so on. So, hindi grievance 'yun, hindi automatic from a disciplinary hearing supposedly para patunayan kung may guilt talaga. Pero nagkaroon siguro ng decision yung company by way of yung mga kanilang mga supervisors, superiors. These are the people who will decide, di ba? Yung mga superiors. Siyempre, mag-ano yun. And then they meet yata ang pronunciation, to meet a penalty or a penalty ba tawag doon? Ano ba binibigay? A penalty, a disciplinary or penalty. Oo. So they meet a penalty, they give a penalty, hindi okay doon sa tao, no? I hear a lot of Pinoys ganyan ang nangyayari kasi hindi sila ganun ka-articulate sa English. Yung mga kasabay nila either mga itim or I don't know if itim at saka ibang lahi, no? Mas articulate magsalita, natatalo sila in terms of reasoning. So ang lumalabas,
Mm.
they end up na sila yung talo. So say for example, talo yung kababayan natin halimbawa tapos nabigyan ng ano ba mga disciplinary usually? Disciplinary binibigay? Suspension ba? Full suspension
Notice,
or
yeah, whatever.
warning?
Notice,
You can still
warning, yeah.
first warning, and then if this happens, you will be say for example, first warning, second warning. Ano bang nangyayari? You cannot answer this directly, attorney, because depende ba sa
Depende sa
manual
policy.
ng ano
Yeah,
sa
depende sa
policy
manual.
ng kumpanya.
Absolutely
Oh,
right.
okay. All right.
So,
Okay.
yun ang sinasabi namin. That's
An
that's a really good
mm.
question. Sorry, go ahead. You still
No,
saying
gusto ko lang
something, right?
malaman kung hindi when so ganyan mag-a-appeal saan mag-a-appeal? Yun nga sinasabi mo doon sa may employment tribunal o hindi naman masyado pang mataas yun. So for example,
No, no,
yung
this is po yun. Yeah. It's an employment court. It's a specific employment court. Doon lang po hindi mataas yun. Yun po ang specific court for employment
oo.
matters. Wala na po
I-
ano yun. So,
pag mm.
yeah, go
Hindi,
on.
gusto ko lang tanong is do you for example wala silang walang union, 'di ba? Yung tao halimbawa can they go to persons like you, halimbawa, attorney, pa-advise naman ano ba gagawin ko? Binigyan ako ng disciplinary, ano ba pangalan? Disciplinary decision, no? Hindi ko alam kung how you call it. Hindi ko feel eh. Parang talagang ano ho, hindi maganda
Yeah.
eh. What do? They appeal?
Hmm.
Anong dapat nilang gawin?
So I'm just going to divide the question into different segments kasi iba-iba yung I think you mentioned a few sub questions on those questions
Okay,
along the line.
yes,
The
yes.
first question is you said nag-appeal ako. Hindi ba yan grievance then? What we would strategically say is makakaamoy ka na. Yung appeal is appeal. If you say they've incorrectly made a decision, that is different. That is more of a question of of the law, how they apply the law, how they put more weight to this situation rather than this situation. Mas binigyan nila ng mas pinocus nila doon kesa doon at hindi naman tama yan. I would say na kung sa tingin mo ay unfair na ang treatment sa'yo, huwag kang maghintay ng decision before you raise a grievance. A grievance is different. Pag sinasabi mo, kaya ako nandito sa disciplinary na to dahil sinisingle out ako, binubuli ako, o parati akong pinag-iinitan, raise that straight away. Raise a grievance straight away. Kasi kung nasa appeal stage ka na, nakita mo ilang stages, ilang steps na doon bago nakaabot sa appeal stage, mostly sasabihin ng abogado ng kabila niya, the reason why they raised the grievance at that stage dahil hindi sila happy sa decision ng the employee. If you really have a genuine feeling na the reason why this is happening, this disciplinary is happening, dahil of a certain discrimination or a certain way na maling pagtrato sa'yo ng employee, that's a grievance, mali yung pagtrato sa'yo, then raise it straight, raise it, unang notification pa lang dun ka na mag-raise. That's the tactical advice. Wag mo nang hintayin pa na may decision na. Kung sa tingin mo, and only if you have strong evidence, if you have some evidence on this point, then maaga pa lang, sabihin mo na. Now, yung second question ng Mr. Laragan is, anong mangyayari kung hindi sila masaya dun sa decision? So, stepwise process ulit tayo. Yung una nagkaroon ng decision, and as I've said, yung process dun is they have a right to be given an appeal. That appeal, story I haven't told you, is an internal appeal. Appeal yan within the company. Sasabihin mo sa company mo, oh, by the way, please can you relook that for the following reasons. And by that time, normally po, nakapag kumuha na po kayo ng advice from the lawyer. And lawyers, they tend to spring out of the woodwork by then. Nasasabihin mo, well, we're appealing on this point. We don't believe that is the right decision. Although a lot of people would say, formality na lang yan, bakit hindi na yan, nagkainisan na yung mga yan, babalik pa ba yan sa, i-undo ba nila yung decision nila yan? But yun ang sinasabi ng ACAS, yun ang sinasabi ng korte, you really have to reconsider, you really have to provide them an internal appeal. And then, after internal appeal, sasabihin ng kumpanya, eto na yung final decision namin after the appeal. Either we're going to uphold we're going to dismiss the appeal, or we're going to
uphold the decision. Uphold the initial decision.
Exactly, uphold yung case mo. So, kung hindi ka pa rin masaya by that time, yes, you can go to the employment tribunal. Hindi siya mababang korte. It's the court for employment claims. So yes, it's a separate court kasi na ng korte na mabilis to. Kailangan mo ng mabilis na procedure, slightly different procedure, but yung pace niya is quite different from the litigation court. So you go. However, dadaan ka muna sa ACAS dun sa early conciliation. Most of cases, unless may mga konting exemption, and you can't. But most cases would have to go through early conciliation services, which is like a fancy name for trying to settle again via ACAS. ACAS naman yung third party nyo na mediator, so they will do it via correspondence lang, via email. Wala, hindi kayo magkikita or anything. So within about a month, they will try to say, ano ba gusto mo? And the other side will say, well, this is my offer, or sasabihin nila wala kaming offer, and that's it. If you really aren't happy, hindi pa rin nakuha kung ano yung gusto, then yes, you can go to the employment tribunal. Bibigyan ka ng certificate ng ACAS, sasabihin, ayan, we can confirm you've tried, and you need to produce that to the court.
Well, so internal muna, and then internal, ACAS ba yun, attorney? ACAS, tama ba?
Hindi po,
Internal,
ACAS is
ACAS?
Hindi po. Internal appeal
okay.
is, sila pa rin yung titingnan kung sino yung nagbigay sa'yo ng decision.
Okay. Akala ko parang internal, and then bago mo itaas sa employment tribunal.
May ACAS
Pero,
na third party.
May third, okay. Parang sa ano niya, parang arbitration, yung mga mediation din, sa mga divorce yata, at parang ganun, no?
Correct.
And may bayad din kung babayaran mo rin. May bayad din yun.
ACAS wala po. Wala po.
Okay. So hindi yung mga mediation sa divorce, may bayad, babayad yung ano, di ba? Naniningil eh. Oh. Okay. Meron yatang tanong, siguro may tanong yata. So in line with this, may tanong yata si Edgar dyan. Pasok, parang nakita ko may question. But in the meantime, siguro, mamaya na yung mga pagbati, attorney, pwede mo nang balikan. Or sige, mag-message from Pakistan with Love yata.
May bayad
from Pakistan with Love. Yung ACAS, baka may bayad.
May bayad, 100 pounds po ata. Hindi naman kamahal, 100. Parang admin fee lang. Hindi siya bayad. May parang admin fee lang, yeah.
Ayan, may tanong si Edgar yan. Okay. Tanong, yan. True to life ito, nababasa mo, attorney?
Basahin ko?
Sige, pakibasa, yan.
Yeah, true to life to. Gusto ko reklamo isang workmate kasi tamad at lakad ng lakad. Lagi wala sa department, pero sip-sip sa HR manager. Naapektuhan na kasi mga kasamahan ko. Gusto din reklamo HR manager. Kaso baka bully naman ako ng bruhan na HR manager. Ano dapat gawin? You have to, kung ganyan, irereklamo mo directly kung sino yung boss ng HR manager mo. And it's worth also, kung madaming may problema, then it is worth na sabay-sabay kayo magreklamo. Kasi kukunan din sila ng statement eh. Sasabihin mo, look, sabay-sabay tayo magre-reklamo, kukunan din naman kayo ng mga statements, sasabihin niya, hindi lang naman ako yung nagkaroon ng problema na to, and the reason is it's affecting the company kasi hindi ganun kagaling yung efficiency natin, may lakad ng lakad dito. At I don't believe na magiging independent yung HR manager. You have to, just by the, you can say, best friends sila, they go out, and I'm not quite sure kung ano yung kung ano yung magiging bias ng HR manager na to. So, doon ka dumiretso dun sa sa manager ng HR manager, whoever that is. That's you can see that you can see kung pwede mong, it seems like baka formal na agad yan. Kasi baka, or pwede mong, kung depende sa size ng company, depende sa kultura ng company. If you think na, kung hindi kayo ganun kalaki, you may just want to you have a quiet word with the manager of the HR and say, pagsabihan mo naman yung ikot ng ikot si ganito. Hindi ko alam kasi kung si HR manager magiging completely independent. If it's a bigger company na may set procedures, then you may want to follow yung formal agad kasi baka ganun yung kultura, baka ganun yung kailangan na formality. But yeah, I would go to the manager of the HR manager or yung boss niya.
Maraming cases na ganyan, attorney, no? Meron pang mga parang nagiging whistleblower, no? Magsusumbong naman dahil nga pangit yung kabakayan siguro, no? Nababalikan pa eh. Maraming cases ako nakita ganyan na Pinoy kababayan natin sa mga nursing homes, ha. Sila pa nababalikan, yun nga, yung nabubuli pa sila, no? They don't know what to do. Kaya minsan nakakaawa naman, no? So at least ngayon, sige, pero tama yung advice mo siguro, magsama-sama sila para mas malakas sila dahil marami sila, hindi masi-single out yung tao. So siguro if you wanted to go to your pinakamataas dun sa HR manager, then collectively, siguro mas maganda yun. Tama yun. Punta kayo sa mataas. Kung talagang sakit na ng ulo ninyo, it's either magtiis kayo and live with it, or di ba?
Sabay-sabay kayo.
Sabay-sabay kayo para at least kung ibubuli man, hindi ma-single out. Marami kayo. Ayan. Attorney, okay, mga last mga go ahead, attorney.
Sabihin mo lang, hindi nyo binubuli yung tao lakad na lakad, baka sabihin nyo, binubuli nyo din siya. So you say, look, this is different,
Oo nga.
Yun lang yun, na be ready with evidence. Nasasabihin, it's not us trying to bully him or gang up on him. It's just that we've tried on many occasions na pagsabihan siya, but here we are. And what you can do, and perhaps, dapat kaanohan niya ng kaibigan ko sa London, naalala ko na ngayon. Yes.
And Joel Silva, attorney, direct pa, yan ba yan? Nakalabas ba? Kasi okay. Ayan, all right. Tapos sinusunod si Myla del Pilar. Myla del Pilar. So Joel and Silva,
Sa ano po ba yung Faroe Islands? Sa may Argentina ba yun?
Hindi, ano yan eh, pero malapit sa mga Greenland siguro kasi it's a part of Denmark. So we had Denmark last time, yung Consul General, DCM nila. And ayun, Faroe Islands, it's a separate islands kasi ocean daw, sabi ni Congen ocean, talagang babiyahe ka. Pero nakakatakot yung aeroplano yata. Parang hindi ko ma-feel na pumunta ron. Ayun. Si Camran.
Parang na-curious ako dyan. Myla, kita tayo one time dyan. Na-curious ako sa Faroe Island. Puntahan kita.
Yes, kami pupunta siguro. Puro isda doon. Parang nakala ko si Marites Ale. Puro isda doon, attorney, no? Marami tayong mga kababayan, more than 315, may dumarating pa, nasa mga fish factories, ha? Fish factories. Yes, doon daw, ang namimiss nila baboy. Kasi puro isda eh.
Walang baboy doon.
So parang ini-import na lang baboy. Sabi ko, wala ba nag-aalaga ng baboy doon? Parang ini-import na lang ang baboy papasok sa Faroe Islands. We'll visit that, no? Hopefully one day. Kamran Sajiv, no? Watching from Pakistan. Love the show. Thank you, Kamran. Bye, yeah? Kamran, bye. Ayan. Ano to? Sabi ni, grabe kayo. Nahihiya na ako. Hyper ka direct. Pao, pakita nga sa cam na intriga ako sa'yo. Yan, laughing a lot. Salamat na marami sa inyong lahat.
Hindi ka pakita si Direk Pao. Hindi ka ba pakita natin si Direk Pao. Asan ba si Direk Pao?
Si Direk, mag-ano pa yata? Ready na ba si Direk? O ano na?
Ready ka ba, Direk?
Pakita ba si Direk? O baka sa birthday na. Sa birthday na. Next week na. Kasi birthday niya sa 22nd. Anong araw ba yung 22nd? Anong araw ba yung Direk?
Wednesday po.
Attorney.
Wednesday, pero Tuesday sa atin.
Happy birthday! Kita nyo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, September.
Wednesday,
September 21 was the declaration of martial law. So Wednesday yon. Pero magpapakita si attorney din, siyempre sa iyo, no? Direct sa sa show mo para at least bumati rin tayo sa kanya, no? Happy birthday. Okay. Kasi okay, yeah. So Virginia Lona, sige, Virginia Lona, greetings from, greetings from, and thanks sa ayan,
Gothenburg.
sa Gothenburg, Sweden. Tinatanong ko nga, Gothenburg, the second biggest city, no? Ano nga pala yung capital ng Sweden, nakakalimutan ko. Ayan, okay.
Sweden.
All right, ayan. Sabi niya, is chasing the photos. Oh, okay, good, no? Siguro pag next time, Edgar, pag tansyado mong medyo malaki, kaya siguro request mo na natin ng mas ano. Okay, yan. Uy, si Emily Rafael, yan, talagang ganyan. Ang nag-iisa, walang asawa or boyfriend, strike anywhere. Yan, he.
Hindi na siya naka-caps lock.
Hindi na siya naka-caps lock. Oh. May masama loob niyan. Parang siguro nalulungkot siya. Emily, mabuhay ka.
Lang talaga pet niya, lol. Favorite na, pet niya. Bala kong na magawa ng formal.
Pet niya.
You're right.
Bata niya yan.
Bata niya.
Tama yan.
Hindi ganun talaga.
Okay. Sige.
Yep. Formal na yan.
Alright. Nangyari, nasa kasi sa akin na yan, na magkasakit ako sa department sa dati kong work sa Salisbury, na bully pa ako.
Yun.
Nangyari. Mahirap talaga pag
Nangyari talaga.
Pero alam mo, attorney, I sometimes, ang tawag ito, it only parang boils down ba, would be the perfect word. Ang nangyayari, talo yung kababayan natin, kunyari kaaway nila, kung tawagin nila, mga itim, mga pana, kung sabi nila, hindi kasing articulate ng mga kababayan lahat ng mga Pinoy Natatalo sila in terms of explaining, ganyan, hindi nila ma-express yung kanilang Dapat ba, pwede ba magdala ng translator? O interpreter, walang gano'n, no?
Naku, sasabihin ko, tatanungin sila, kung andito sila, ito, nag-ano lang ako, devil's advocate lang ako, ha?
Yeah, okay.
Sabihin sa kanila, kung andito sila sa Tier 2 visa, sasabihin, di ba nakapasa ka na ng IELTS?
Pwedeng gano'n, kung galing sa labas, attorney. Pero marami din mga nag-caring sa atin, mga galing sa Spain, galing sa Italy, may kilala ko from Belgium, nakakuha ng mga citizenship nila eventually, or Italian, tapos nagdadatingan, nababalitaan nila, malaki ang sweldo dito compared sa mga work nila sa Spain kasi nasa bahay lang sila. Yeah. Yung sinasabi mo siguro, these are people who passed the IELTS. Pero yung mga iba, galing lang Spain. Alam mo, natutuwa nga ako, nagtataka nga si Direk minsan, sabi niya, ba't gano'n parang hindi makahirap sila mag-English? Kunyari, meron kami nasasama from different countries, kasi Spain, Italy, ganyan. Kasi nga doon, hindi sila nagiging English. Doon,
Spanish sila.
Spanish or Italian or French, di ba? Kaya nung magsidayo dito, hindi sila gano'n ka-articulate sa English. Gano'n. Pero yun lang observation ko, attorney.
Yeah, no. It's a fair point to make. And kung sa tingin mo, you wouldn't be able to express yourself in terms kung ano yung nangyari, I would say write down kung ano yung bullet points mo.
Write down.
Kung kailangan mo talaga ng interpreter, kailangan mo ng interpreter. That's the reality. Ask for an interpreter. But ang problema ng interpreter is and kailangan you trust the interpreter kasi sa kanya mo ibibigay yung truth Kailangan mapasa niya ng maayos. So that's the reason why you sometimes it's helpful to be a part of the union, or sometimes that's when you get legal advice beforehand. Kung ano yung, para masabi, ito pala yung, that's what you meant. Kasi the same thing din, pagkakausapin mo yung abogado, tatanungin din sa'yo, ano nangyari? Ano ba talaga yung nangyari dito? So, baka matulungan ka mag-explain kung ano yung nangyari. If you need an interpreter talaga, okay, go! Sabi mo, I need an interpreter. I can't do. But there are certain yes or no questions na kailangan ikaw ang sumagot. Did you do this? Yes or no? Did this happen? Yes or no? So yun ang magbo-boil down doon. It's a subset, it's fact-finding. Hindi na-expect ng law na mag-argument kayo ng legal technicality doon. And there's also an expectation, especially with the tier 2 visa holders, that, as I've said, I didn't mean that in a way. I'm meaning that no, yun ang pwedeng i-counter argument ng kabila sa'yo, that you've gone through those English requirement hoops. But then now na may issue, it's, and most of the time the issue is yung mga investigation na yon, the only thing that they really want to find out in very simple terms, however you want to say it, is really what happened. What is it that happened?
Okay, well, yan. Ayan, may last pagbati tayo bago tayo magpaalam. Ayan, pakibasa nga, attorney, nababasa mo ba yan?
Edgar Duway. Maligayang kaarawan, Pao. Advance, mabuhay ka, mabuhay mga Virgo, talented, matalino. Ayan, nasa yung happy birthday!
Yo.
Ulit!
Oh, sa happy birthday, Direk, yung sa sarili niya, siyempre, no? Puro tayo birthday celebrants today. Friday siya. Oh.
Happy birthday!
Ayan, Direk, happy birthday sa Direk Pao. Ayan, marami na siya mga taga-bati at mga tagahanga na rin. Oh, si Marisa, yung ating nanalo yata. Siya ba, number 1 yata si Oliver ba? O si Oliver yata, no? Ayan,
Oliver Brown.
Advance happy birthday sa po, Direk Pao, and stay safe po.
Stay safe.
God bless. Ano ba? Blessed. God bless po. Oh, God
God
bless po. Yan. Oh, God bless po. Yan. Okay. Well, maganda ho. Ito, talakayin ho natin. Kung may mga tanong ho kayo, siguro nasimulan na nitong parang nasundot kayo nung discussion ni attorney. If you have anything na gusto niyong itanong, next week, no, itanong ho ninyo or i-message ninyo sa amin dito. Attorney, sa kanila pwedeng makontak in case they need anything na pwedeng in terms of legal matters. Go ahead, please, attorney. Yeah.
In terms of legal matters, you can contact me at d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or direct dial na 01234-225-188. Again, it's d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or 01234-225-188. So maraming salamat mga kababayan, as usual. Dito sa tuloy po kayong tahanan natin ng Filipino TV Europa, ang ating remote social bubble. Keep safe, everyone. Keep cooking, keep traveling safely, and keep being happy every day, hindi lang Tuesday. And to Mr. Sonny Laragan and Direk Pao, ang aming talented na Direk Pao, maraming salamat po, and happy birthday, Edgar Duway. And
yes.
Keep safe adventure, Edgar.
Yes, this week ang birthday ni Edgar. So happy birthday. Yan. God bless sa'yo. Ingat lang, no? And we wish you all the best, no? Sa iyong good health, di ba? Long life, peace of mind, and more millions to you, no? And of course, next week naman si Direk Pao, ang ating birthday celebrant. Next week, hindi ko alam kung gagawin natin mystery to. Nag-aabang sila, itsura ni Direk. Sino ba yung director na to na napakausap? Vince Lister, di ba? Oo, sige. Makikita ho ninyo at mamamangha ko yan. No? Yan ang pinakabata natin director sa buong mundo, no? Sa buong Pilipinas. Kasama na ho tayo ron. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? Sa ngalan ni Attorney Dana Quinto, na ating pinakamamahal na abogada, who makes our Tuesdays happy and bright. And sabi niya nga, keep on cooking ba sabi mo? Keep on traveling? Keep cooking
traveling
ba sabi mo?
safely, keep on
Keep
cooking,
Ayun,
on smiling.
Ayan, oo. Hindi ako nagkamali ng dinig ko, keep on cooking, ang sabi mo?
Yeah.
Ayun, okay. Keep on cooking, keep on smiling. Kung may problema din, ano mangyayari kung hindi kayo mag-smile? Smile lang kayo. It's better than, di ba? It's, at saka mas maganda ho. If you do the smiling and you feel happy, maganda ho. It makes your day. So, sa ngalan ni Attorney Dana Quinto, sa ngalan ng ating director na si Pao, no? Na Paula Perez, ito po si Sonny Laragang nagsasabing thank you very much for making our Tuesday happy and being a part of our Happy Tuesday. So let's do it again with Attorney Dana and Direk Pao on Tuesday. So this happy birthday, Edgar, no? Advance kay Direk Pao. So yun lahat, keep on cooking, keep on smiling, keep on traveling, and God bless. Good night, take care, and keep safe always. Bye.
Bye.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you. So you can be there for them.